So this is the introduction to my 48 Laws of Power series, right? And this is the next book that I'm currently reading, and it's a book that I'm dissecting in bits. So if you're probably new to my book series, you get to realize that I read books, I take one chapter, I dissect the chapter, try to go deep and look for other areas of your life that you connect and how you can improve you as a person. Now, to be very honest, I used to be somebody who believed that having power was an evil thing. Having power over other people was an evil thing. It leads to corruption. But zooming out and seeing where the world is right now, I've come to realize that having power is not a bad thing, right? But one thing I know for sure is that the best leaders who have power, they have power over themselves first. Because it's ironical that you don't have power over yourself. You don't have discipline. You don't have self-respect. You don't have discipline. You can't control yourself. But yet, you're trying to control other people. To me, it's insane how that kind of thought process can even survive the day of light. Now, after reading this book, this is not my first time, I also came to realize that this book is not just about having power over other people. This book will teach you, obviously, how to cheat, how to gain respect, how to be more disciplined. And I believe that if you're a man reading this book, if you're a man on this earth at the time I'm making this video, you get to realize that a lot of rubbish has basically happened all over the world in terms of how they have made men powerless. They've made men powerless even in their homes. They've made men powerless in society. And that is something that I think a lot of men need to wake up and realize how much power that they actually hold. On choice, I've kind of realized that holding power is also very important. In a case where you see something that you are reacting to because you believe that agenda goes against humanity. So, for example, I'm someone who strongly believes that the hookup culture does not favor anybody in the long term. The hookup culture does not favor the men. The hookup culture does not favor the women. The hookup culture creates babies out of circumstances, the hookup culture is allowing kids to be born into, is making kids born into hard mode decisions. And I've met people who have been born into these situations, and it's not fun. It takes more on their mental health than their physical health completely, right? So now, why I think anybody should have power is because when you see something that you strongly believe, right, that is against humanity or is against your beliefs, you will need power to resolve it. And power itself is not good, it's not bad. It's like money. It's you who holds the money or who holds the power, because money and power complement each other. You that holds the power, what are you doing with it? Do you have good intentions? Do you have bad intentions? Right? So it's not really about what's the intention behind it. So for example, there are genuinely people who believe that this transgender trash that's happening all over the world, or these transgender ideas are not, I quote, are not in favor of the world, but yet they know that they should not be doing it, but yet they are doing it. Now it takes someone that has power, right, to say, you know what, I want to stop that. Right? I want to rescue people, because to be very honest, a lot of people have been damaged from ideas. Now, I'm not here to debate which idea is healthy, which idea is not healthy. But a lot of people, because I believe it should be a debate, but a lot of people we're in a world where things have been taken too extreme, where we live in a world where if you want to be a certain way, be that certain way, but trying to impose it on people is the problem. And now, if you're somebody who believes that you want to protect people, but yet you don't want to have power, you're most likely lying to yourself or you're deceiving yourself. It's like somebody who says, I want to be able to go through this life as a man, I want to be capable, but I don't want to learn how to fight. Yeah, you can actually do that. Be capable and not learn how to fight. But what happens? I have a saying from one of my coaches. He says, it's better for you to be a warrior in a garden than for you to be a gardener in a war zone. Because as a warrior in the garden, you can still take care of the garden. But if fight or trouble comes to meet you, you are well protected. Now, if you are a gardener in a war zone, you have nothing to protect yourself. Even your rakes can't protect you. Even if you hide in the bush, you can burn it down. So the entire point here is that power itself is actually not good, it's not bad. It makes you more of what you already are. So if you see yourself to be a bad person or a stupid person, power will make you very, very stupid. Because if you zoom out around the world, a lot of politicians are just funny. They have questionable characters. It's not my role to judge them. But if I see an idea that I don't like, and I think my idea will be better for society in the long run, right? I should be somebody who steps up, who should be able to want to build that power. Because whether I like it or not, if you zoom out and look back at history, you get to realize that yes, a lot of power drunk people who were corrupt destabilized the system, but it took those that are powerful, right, but had good intentions to fix the system, and that's what is happening all over the world. So it's a book that, like I said, I've read it before, and I'm reading the concise version because I don't have that time to read the full book. I have other things to do. So I feel like if you enjoy this, if you like the concept of being powerful, right, and realizing that everybody should strive to have power, one, over themselves, two, consider having power. You can have power over other people. And it reminds me of something one of my friends said. He says that we're having a conversation, and he felt like we should take this conversation online. All right, and I should be somebody who champions the movement. And I asked him why, because he says that a lot of people are lost. A lot of people haven't figured out life yet, and because they have not figured out life yet, they are very distracted. They need somebody to have that wake up call. That is where you have people around the world, some content creators who wake people up, but some people still need to be woken up, and that is where it feels like that's where it feels like power comes from, waking people up. And it gave me a perspective as, you know what, I'm going to need power over other people if I have to wake them up. And mind you, it's all about bringing a community together and making them realize that you guys have power already. The world is trying to destroy men already. We know that, but you still hold your power regardless. So the entire point of this book, like I said, is to teach everybody out there, break it down how to build power. And like I said, I'm always trying to remind myself that power should first of all be held over you. Should be able to have discipline and respect to control that power. One, two is you should always, right, be somebody who has good intentions, basically. Because if you have good intentions, it becomes easier, it becomes better, it becomes a thing of purpose, like you're purpose driven. Because that is the entire point of being purpose driven, having some level of power, right? So if you stay this long, you're somebody who takes himself very serious. So I feel like you can talk in the comment section. Let's just bounce off ideas together. Let's see how we can share this particular video. Let's tell other people about it, and then talk to you soon. Bye for now. So you're going to be expecting the episodes from me. Please, like I've said, calm down. Feel free. If you have any ideas you'd like to share with me regarding power, because this is an introduction video regarding power, let's talk in the comment section. So thank you very much for staying this far. I know you take yourself very serious, and if you take yourself very serious, that's a step to having power over yourself. So thank you very much. Talk to you soon, and bye for now.